Downtown, I got that heat, let's go.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Welcome to the show. Streaming Matters episode 164. Thank you for everyone joining us. Alban, thank you as always, hanging out with me.
No problem, brother.
Trying to keep it straight.
Trying.
Yeah, and yeah,
it's getting harder,
to help.
in our old age,
Yeah, it is getting harder, and I know it's getting to be more. I'm getting to be more work. And we also got on the panel with us is Skulls Plays List, which I've known him for quite a while, probably a good 5+ years. Wouldn't you say, Skulls?
Yep, long time.
Right. Been around
Alban's
a long
first
time
meeting me.
Yeah, well, take it easy on poor old Alban with you. Yeah, Skulls has been around. He's done all kinds of little projects. Quite experienced in the big K word, so he's going to be on the panel talking about some of the topics we're in there, and may talk about some other items. So thanks for everyone joining. I run through who's joining in, who's on our side chat. We had Eddie was the first one here. Good, nice to meet you, Eddie. Meet and greet, nice to hang with us. Red's hanging with us, and again, always from Portugal. So he'll always hang with us. Trooper, I ain't seen him in a while. Thank you for joining with us. We got Steve. Thank you for joining us, Steve. Yep. Who else we got down in here? Beach. So one of the things, the Beach and maybe Roger might be over in big screen. And so we're going to be broadcasting. They are broadcasting this show live. They're broadcasting it in big screen. So if you have an Oculus or something of that you can install big screen and use that to watch movies and sports. And again, he's broadcasting this live. And if you guys are in that room, feel free to ask Beach all the questions you want. He loves to answer questions about what we're talking. He loves it.
He thrives for a Friday night to answer everybody's questions.
Yeah, so he'll kind of help out in that room. Michael's hanging with us. Nice to see Michael hanging with us. Roger, yep. So Roger is in the chat. Sorry, I was running down the list. So he is in the big screen chat. And again, people know that I've found a little hobby with the Oculus. I really do enjoy the Quest and being able to.
It's your new land. You're going.
It's a hobby. It's a hobby.
Okay.
We'll
have to ask Blue if it's a hobby or not.
Yeah, she bought it for me. It's her fault. All right, so
okay, there you go.
Canuck. Look at there. I almost had Michael. Almost had him buying one today. So see, I need. Hey, and anybody needs a code, a reference code. If you buy one, hit me up or hit up somebody that already has an Oculus. And what this will do is, before you sign up, make sure to get the invite code, and you'll get a $30 credit, as well as the person that you use a referral will get a $30 credit. So it's a win-win. You're not going to hurt out. You actually gain if someone refers you. So hit up one of us that has one, and do get both. Everybody win, a win-win situation. So Mandy, nice to see you. Monkey 28. Yes, it's Friday. It just didn't seem like Friday. I don't know.
It is.
Every day's been retired here lately, so all my days running together. Dead Man Walkins hanging with us. Trevor, as always. Leon's hanging with us. Elthros, always. Tim hanging with us, as always. 619. Good. Southern Tech Gal. Hey, what are you doing? What you doing? And if you want, again, Southern Tech Gal, you're always welcome. You got a YouTube channel. Jump on here if you want to talk about some stuff. Let's see, Alistar, when watching a show in your build, and Z bring up the menu bar that allows you to stop, pause. Yep. Is there any way to change the look of that bar? No, the skin, that's an on-screen display. So that OSD is usually set in that skin. Now, if you change the skin, the OSD changes. There is some ways of modifying a skin to change the OSD, but it's not something that is going to make it easy for people to do it. I mean, it's a little bit of work to change your on-screen display. So if you're a person installing my builds, you're probably going to get stumped trying to change that on-screen display. And that's just, it kind of goes with the skin. Different skins use different on-screen displays. Jim, how you doing? And we got Heavy Metal with us. Bob. All right. So, yeah, Robert Plant even come and join us. Yeah. Nice for him. Chuck and Buzz. Good. DJ. Yeah, we got all of our regulars all hanging out with us. So I'd like to say thank you for everybody joining, because I know that, you're taking out time from your Friday evening to come hang out with us, and maybe we all learn a little something. So we're always trying to figure something out. So let's start with the Alban. Do we want to? I was going to start with the topic, that 19.4, but if you have something else,
no, start with the 19.4.
Okay, so what we got this week, or I'll say yesterday, it dropped, was the update for Kodi. Jumped up. The new version of Kodi came out, 19.4. This is an official through the store now, and there is no documentation to tell you what they updated. As we know with the Big K, they are, it seems to me, they're always like a day behind on updating the website from the release. It gets released, and then it usually takes a day before the website catches up, and sometimes a couple days to get all that information. So we don't really know what's in this update. I was looking through the forums last night, and it actually said there's supposedly, rumor has it that it's going to fix the Xbox problems, that people that had an Xbox that had an issue with the Big K app were struggling with some things. And supposedly that's been resolved. I looked all over the website here. There's no information. The latest information they have on the releases is 19.3. but you're going to want to update this. If you're running 19, to overwrite the 19.4 on top of your 19.3 or earlier 19s is not going to hurt it. You can just install it right on top of your existing installation on any of your devices, and everything's going to continue to work the same. If you're on 18, that will not. You'll have to delete 18, install 19, and start from there. But if you're a person that has 19 already, this isn't going to hurt you to install the newest version, and it's bug fixes. And again, I apologize that I could not find anywhere that talks about what the bug fixes were. But I know, like I said, one post in the forum said that it was leaked out from some of the developer sides that the Xbox problem was resolved. And I don't know. I don't have a time. I think Microsoft is always slow to put it on their website, so you may not see it right away. But for us regular folks that are using an Android or we're using Windows or any of those applications, you go right to their website and download it or install a fork. If you're using fork, you can install a fork and go with it. So, so what do you guys think about 19.4? I mean, I went ahead and updated mine to 19.4 in the living room, my daily driver.
Yeah, you did it on your
Didn't have a
daily?
problem. I did it on my
Wow.
daily. I
I
figured,
haven't
what the heck?
tested it.
Yeah,
I haven't tested it yet.
I've gotten quick about it. If I mess
You've
it
been
up,
getting quicker. Yeah, I guess.
if I mess it up, I got time to fix it.
Did you create a fork for it?
No, I didn't, because some other people had already. Funster
been-
had actually posted one in the room yesterday. He
Mhm.
posted the standalone fork, and I've been using that standalone fork of Kodi.
Okay.
I've been using that.
Yeah.
I'm not using the official Play Store version.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, me neither.
So
I'm
I'm
gonna try it out after the show. I'll try that fork and see, because I want to test out the other thing that Skulls was talking about. So
Yeah. And
that's my
speaking
reason
of
for doing it.
and I'm not sure how many people over there on the side chat. I'm not sure how many people, why we want to, if like some people have it turned off. I used to through the Play Store. I don't use it through the Play Store, but again, it's going to be bug fixes. If you get it, update it. I think one of the things. So Chuck has something to say.
Yeah.
You don't have to You don't have to update. You can. It's up to you. It's not required or forced upon you. Usually, it's fixing bugs. It's usually, but there is times where it breaks stuff.
Mhm.
Oh wait.
You see
So
DJ,
so
but
DJ had that thing on there for the GitHub. So I'm gonna have
Right.
to look at that. I'll let Skulls talk about anything you want to talk about with the K-app. You were talking about something that you had found out about or had done some research on Blu-ray.
Oh yeah, there's this thing like on the Kodi forums. I don't know how to do settings, which I haven't done this. Camera.
Oh, you mean you want to share it?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
And what it is, he removed himself.
Yeah.
Well, what it is it's a Blu-ray, a script to being able to rip or to be able to get chapters and stuff in Blu-ray. So there he is. All right.
I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah.
So where it was on my on this thing that I just did, all it is, you have to download like 2 things. I don't know how to share on this, honestly.
Okay.
How do you do that? You go to the
bottom?
camera?
No,
down
on the bottom it says share.
I'm on a computer. I mean, on my phone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's save you the grief.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
So, but what it did is there's a script that you can install, 2 scripts, right? And if you've ripped Blu-rays or if you have a Blu-ray rip on your device, it's able to give you the chapters and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. You can play all the chapters, but first you gotta go and rip the Blu-ray and the BMVD or whatever that file is. And then if you have it like on your hard drive, or if you have it on your NAS, Kodi will pick that NAS up, and you should be able to. The things in my video with the description where it's at, where all you can get the scripts. And then once you rip the video, it'll give you that folder. You should be able to play that, because at first thing, Kodi won't play that Blu-ray thing because of the copyright protection.
Right.
Okay.
So, well, what we can do is, and you've got a video on YouTube or someplace like that, right? Wasn't it YouTube?
Yeah, my YouTube channel.
Okay. So what you can do is post that YouTube link, resend that to me. Well, whenever you get available, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And I'll put it in the show details so people can go and watch that video. But a way of being able to get all that information and ripping Blu-ray on to your NAS or.
What I liked about what I did is it can play on any device, whether you have a low-end tablet, a high-end tablet. Mileage may vary. The sky's the limit.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to send me that link, and I'll definitely read through, and we'll post that link, and anybody can check it out. So, and I was looking in on this link that he sent me, and I don't see the change log when I'm looking through the. Usually they have like a change log, so I do not see what the log is.
What does it say at the end of that line? 1, 2.
So I don't know. We'll find out. I don't think it's anything major. I think it's probably small bug fixes, and maybe I know it still doesn't use the for the NVIDIA Shield. I'm not able to do the voice still with my Shield. You used to be able to do the voice for the keypad, and you're not able to do that still. So.
No, wait. You can't do the voice on what?
On the Shield, where you used to be able to do a search with the keyboard, you could like just hit the button and say a search. Search, and would autofill into. But
in what? In any application?
In Kodi. In Kodi.
Oh, in Kodi. In Kodi. No, because I know I mine is working for, from my Plex and from my the other thing there. Drink. Drink up, everyone.
Done already dropping the word.
and the TV Mate.
Okay. I love my TV Mate, dude. TV Mate's the bomb.
It is. It's the best. Really. It really is. I mean, I just wish I could I could do more for those guys, because I'm so happy with the program. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's great. They thought of just about everything.
Mm-hmm.
And Todd, I actually bought it. It ain't cracked.
No, I know, right? I bought it too. You know what I mean? It was
I did too. I paid for it. It's a good app. It's a good app.
Worth it. Well worth it. Really, really good.
TV
app.
Mate. Yeah.
Yep.
TV Mate, especially if you have different subscription, even if you had one, it's got a lot of features in there that you're able to use. So
just to be able to make up separate lists for your shows, because you could have all your channels that you like, but even still, sometimes that could be a lot. But then to break them down and say, okay, well, I want just the news, or I just want my movies. You know what I mean? And then you just have these short lists that you're dealing with to switch channels between. It's really so nice.
Yeah. I would highly recommend it. That's for sure. Yeah. One I wanted to make sure to mention before I forgot was there was some updates to some add-ons.
Yeah.
So if the Loop had some updates to where it added some of the football stuff, so that was added. So you want to make sure to check out if you're into a lot of sports. The Loop is one of those places you're going to want to check and to make sure you have installed. Also, I saw an update was today, if I'm not mistaken, that Asgard had some some graphical changes to make it look a little bit better, some work done in the settings where you can look at some of the graphics have changed in there. So we may see that amongst some of the other add-ons later, but I know Asgard changed. One big thing this week, and I know that you guys probably saw it on a lot of posts earlier in the week, Oath. It wasn't Odin. Oath.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oath. Yeah. Oath was there were some issues with the Oath, and people were complaining, and all it was the developer that released it had messed up a number on the releasing when he put probably in the dependencies, but there was a small mistake, and it was causing the Oath to fail to update and to stop working, and that was for about a day. I don't even know if it was a day, and he fixed it right away. So there was some issues. So if you had earlier in the week some issues with Oath, it should already be resolved. If you've not booted up your device, once you boot it up, it will fix itself. Small mistake, nothing major, just an issue with updating the repos, probably just something named wrong. And I actually did that today or yesterday when I updated my build. I did the extension just was incorrect. I had one letter wrong on my extension, the path, and people are like, it's failing. I'm like, no, it's not. And I go and look, and I'm like, yeah, there's it. And that happens for people uploading stuff like that. So it's been fixed.
Okay.
So we got that. Wanting to know about rearranging.
Okay.
All right, hold on a second. He was asking about rearranging the channel, and I think that what you probably mean is rearranging in TV Mate. You really can't change the order of things other than in alphabetical order. Like it has alphabetical, ascending, descending.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Enrique, if there's no need to really rearrange a channel once you create your own lists of all of your channels, because those you can rearrange any which way you want. And it's like no one's really looking at every single channel every time. So it's better to make up your own list and then just rearrange them to your liking that way as your favorite ones of, that you use the most.
And that was under groups, right? That was considered a group.
Yeah, it's
creating a group.
Yeah, you create a
so
group.
In TV Mate, if you create a group, then yes, it's almost like a super favorites. You're able to, if they're all your favorites, and you can rearrange them how you want. And you have numerous super favorites or groups. And I found that I have a couple. I have a sports one, and then I have my favorites. So that is really helpful. So if you're a person
news and sports, adult, everything, and it makes it so much easier when you know what
instead of having 700 things,
list, right?
and
especially if you have a lot of different services that you're using, because you can put them all in there, and then it's still, it's all going to be all sports of all of the channels, and it just makes it so much easier.
Well, yeah, because like say if you have several services, you can put that sports channel in from each one of those services, and if one's having an issue, boom, you can go to another.
Just go right to the other.
So yeah, that's happening. So
and I really like the search feature also, because the search feature is like, let's say it's UFC night, you go in there and you type in UFC, it's going to show you all the UFC across everything for you. Yeah. And it makes it so easy just to go up to there and you see exactly what you want, and you can click on it and watch it, or even set it up to record it. It's real simple.
Yeah. To Beaches you can rearrange the channels once they're in your favorites. And Enrique, he's talking about the categories and stuff. One of the things you got to keep in mind, so I don't, if it was Smarters or the services APK itself or TV Mate or any of those other things. All right. So when you see those folders, those categories that are by the providers, you really can't change that order, and you can't change what's in that category, because that is the server chooses what's in there. Now, again, like Albin's saying, and even with Beach, you can create a group and then add what you want in there so that they're in there, but you can't change what the provider is offering, the way they have it offered. other than alphabetical order, you can change to that, and that's not necessarily going to help you, because that screws me up, because if it's got numbers in it, they always run to the top. So,
Yeah.
thank babe. Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Mm.
I'm good. All right. Hey, yeah, thank you. You're welcome. All right, can go back to the show. Okay. So we have let's see, what else was it?
Do you
So
want
that
to
was
talk
it.
about
Yeah.
protecting yourself, or?
Yes, we want to talk about that. Let me share my screen for a second, and I just want to give out a word of advice to everybody on some things to keep in mind, and we're seeing this prevalent in numerous articles here on Torn Freak, or even when I read different Twitter sites, different forums. But I kind of liked how he had this all laid out right here, and something to keep in mind. So one of the articles in there, FBI gains access to
I don't see it yet.
Oh, wait. Oops. Oh, I got to hit share.
Yeah.
Hey, this is my first time. All right.
No, it's okay. That's why I'm here.
All right. So I appreciate that. So one of the articles in here, FBI gains access to Sci-Hub's founder's Google account or Google data, so they're going to be able to track people down. Another article in here: Premier League wants Cloudflare to expose the He's Goals operator. He's Goal, and we've seen Cloudflare getting hammered. We're seeing ISPs getting hit up. There was an article about a data hosting company, and it had a whole bunch of live TV services all went down because they went after that particular hoster, and then they want the details to the other people. So for people that are doing, not your end user, but some of the people that doing the gathering for stuff for their add-ons, protect yourself. We're seeing more and more aggressive tracking down who you are, where you are. So if you're tracking through the Google account or your email account or through all kinds of ways, Cloudflare through your the Who's It, if you have a website, all those kind of things. So if you're trying to protect yourself, make sure you got some layers in there, because this data is being turned over. If Google has information on who you are, and MPAA comes to them and says, hey, we need the information for this particular person because of these are the reasons, we got a court order, that information can be turned over. I know Cloudflare has said that they agree, but I know that there's been some pushback on Cloudflare, but they'll be pushed into forced to giving up all that information that needs to be given up. So protect yourself,
Protect your
please.
neck.
Yeah,
Just
protect your
like
neck.
our Wu-Tang says. Protect your neck.
Protect
all
that
right?
neck. Yeah, because it's getting rough. It's getting bad out there, boys.
It's getting bad. It is. It really is. Because there's so many of us online now. Everything is online, and they figure, oh, this is where everyone is, and they need reasons to go after us.
Yep. Yeah. And we look at, we talked last week about TV add-ons going down. I should say the verdict came and the fine and all came down, finalized last week. Again, it's you gotta, if you're gonna do certain things, you gotta protect who you are, because they're gonna track you down to figure out who you are. And if you're just Joe Schmo, the end user, it's not so much to worry about. I mean, some people are worried about their privacy more than others. That's up to you. What feels comfortable to you? So just protect yourself. If you guys are on the developer side of things or the playlist side of things, protect your neck, please. Because we appreciate all the work you're doing. We don't need you getting in no trouble. So
really do.
We're seeing this again. Hollywood and Netflix go against a bunch of pirating sites. So if you're in the UK, this is going to impact you again, which we've seen UK get hammered constantly with this stuff. The courts will just agree to blocks and all kinds of stuff in the UK. This is more stuff where more sites are being blocked in the UK. So you're going to be forced to use a VPN if you want to visit certain sites. It had a whole list of different sites in here, the Magnet DL sites, Zoogle, all Glow Torrents, numerous sites were being blocked. All of the that was reminded that Release BB was one that came up an issue that a lot of people are having an issue if they're in the UK. They can't access those websites. So even if you're not using a one particular like the Release BB add-on, if you're using another add-on, sometimes they link to those sites to pull certain links. So you're gonna want to have a VPN if you're in the UK and show yourself not in the UK because you're going to be blocked by the ISPs, and that's happening more and more and more. I think before long, I'm thinking that all of us are going to have to be running a VPN anytime you're wanting to run your TV for stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, but yeah, we're seeing mostly a lot of these torrent sites down, gone, or well, blocked, I should say.
Yeah.
Some have been removed, but lots of them being blocked.
Wow.
Let's see what there was one one
The
here.
the pirate IPTV.
Yes, Set TV, and you probably remember that name, don't you? Skulls. Set TV that was selling. They were selling an IPTV service.
I remember about getting live back in the day on certain things too.
He ended up getting busted. Stopped. He got a judgment against him. Stopped doing it. And I don't know. The money's so good. The mug just keeps opening up new sites. And now Dish Network is going after him again for opening another service. So I don't know. I don't know. I think you're playing with fire. You keep that up. We know some people that gotten hit with this kind of stuff. Starting another whole new thing. But I guess the money is good. So I don't know. I will say that you're going to see more and more of these live TV services going down. It's inevitable. We saw what was it? X panels or XC panels? The panels all went down for a lot of services last year. We're going to see a lot of that. I think we're going to see more of that. So if you're using that kind of service, but buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy road, but you just make it through.
Yeah.
And another thing that I had on here, and I think this kind of goes with all of us, is we're going to have to keep an eye if you use Chrome or Firefox. There was an issue with the 100 version because 100 is going to come out for both of them. And there are going to be issues because supposedly it's only uses 2 digits. But we had the same problem. You guys remember when it went from 1999 to the year 2000 and everyone says, oh, every computer's going to go down. And remember all the, Y2K shit?
And I remember.
So Mozilla and Firefox are working, or Firefox and Chrome are both trying to work to fix this problem because a lot of websites are not going to be able to open up through those browsers if they don't fix the problem. Firefox is currently on 97. Chrome is on version 98. So they will be they'll be reaching. I want to say it was near the end of March with one. I thought April with the others. What they were expecting.
Yeah, it was March for one. I think March for Firefox.
Yeah. So just keep in mind, I think that they'll fix it. I don't think it's. I don't
know. I don't know if it was an easy fix. I don't know if it was an easy fix because it's something like how it sees how it lists the version. There's only a certain amount of characters in there, so.
Well, because all right, so what happens is whenever you go to a website, it reads what kind of browser you're using and the version number, and wasn't it that's when the problem was going to happen? Is when the website is like, what browser so that I know how to display it to you correctly, and so that they can add cookies, of course, and track you.
Right.
They've they have to read what browser you're using. So I think that's when it was going to be a problem. I don't know. I think that websites will adapt. There's too much traffic. Chrome, let's be honest. Chrome, the #1 browser in the internet because of your phone. They're going to fix that.
We could fix it with duct tape.
Yeah. I'll just send a letter. Can you just send me a letter of what I'm looking for on that website? So let's see. We had Alban. You had some websites of the week that you wanted.
Yeah. Let's go up to those.
All right. What about this?
Open them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about
this? Is
D-Digger.
D-Digger. That hold on. I'm just trying to get to it here for everyone.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had to. Beach gave me that, so I forgot. I need to have the intro, your proper intro to Alban's site of the week.
There you go, Alban.
Yeah.
Cool intro.
This one here is the Digger. What it allows you to do is you can search files in Google Drives. So
other people's files, or they got
other people's files that are public.
Yeah, but you got to find public files.
You can find public files. So it's because I know in Google I had a search thing that I would able to search them, but this here using this Digger, you can search for stuff in drives and just grab it. So
look at
it comes in handy, right?
I just did a little search and yeah.
Yeah. And you can search for all kinds of stuff, whether it be raw files, JPEGs, MP4s, whatever you're looking for. You know what I mean?
Okay. So D-Digger.
D-Digger, and the website is written down here on the bottom there for you guys.
Yeah.
But we're going to put them in the show notes, and they're also going to be on the Telegram room there for our sites of the week.
Interesting, a .torrent.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. Well,
but I guess who would?
Someone would put that up there. Yeah, they would save that on their G drive.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything's out there.
So that's it. D-Digger. You never know what you might come with. It'd be kind of. That's like a. What am I gonna find? All right. So what about this name check?
Okay, name check is a this one does if you're looking to say you're looking to create a user account on something, whether it be a social media accounts or all the you can check if that name is available on anything. So and then so you could type in the username you would want to use, and it'll show you. So just type in something in there if you want, and then you'll see how it does the search.
Right
there, yeah.
All right, so I did it for cars. So it tells you what domains are already taken.
Right. And if you scroll down, keep scrolling down.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize for the names.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's where it comes in really handy. So it'll show you if it's in red that it's available. It's not available if it's not available. Right.
So let's look fast cars. Let's see. So fast car. Whoop. So you do have a few things some, nothing big. So neat idea. So check out your name check. So it's going to check out for domains as well as usernames for certain things. So if you're wanting, if you're a business that wants to have a unique name, I can see where you want your
But
website to be the
even
same.
if you're like you're trying to use your own name that you're using on other sites, you want to still see if it's available on all the other usernames if they're available. Comes in handy. And then you can click on it and then be able to just log in with it, or create the account.
Yeah, take you right to the sign up. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, and the last one you got
is a voice dictation. What it does is I'm trying to remember. I believe it has a it'll type out whatever it is through through Chrome. And so you could do do it in different languages and stuff like that. So if you ever have the need to you wanted to type out something, copy and paste it to somewhere, right from your browser, it's there for you.
Okay, so just through your browser, launch dictation. Okay, so it's sometimes that dictation software, could be expensive, but
but it's free.
Yeah, but I'm saying in some apps it's cost, but this you're also able to use it for free.
Yeah, and different languages. You know what I mean? So that's what's neat about it.
Yeah. Well, nice. That's pretty cool.
And it does allow you to translate it too. That's what I thought was pretty neat.
Oh, I can't do it because I'm already using my microphone for this.
Yeah.
All right, good enough.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Digger, name check, and the dictation.
Dictation, yeah.
Dictation.
That Digger thing.
Yeah, Digger might be a fun little project.
Yeah.
Practical.
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's gonna be on the Digger today, grabbing files, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, how are you? Thank you for listening while you drive. DeBeach has a thing about Plex addicts, and I forgot to say for Plex, didn't they add some TV guide features or something?
They added 30 more
last
channels.
Week.
Yeah, they added
more
30
live
more channels. Yeah, live channels, and they also they did something else. What was it?
Well, they're going to drop the gaming. I saw that.
Yeah, but you know who's picking up the gaming? Yeah, they're dropping the gaming, but what was it? Netflix that just did something with the gaming?
Well, yeah, Netflix started a couple months back.
No, something just came up recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to look that one up for you. They're definitely dropping the gaming. I thought I had something here. Give me 1 minute.
Yep. They should have just gave that to people that were already Plex subscribers, like their Plus Pass or whatever that is. I got a Plex Pass also.
Yeah, but I think for me, I don't think Netflix was gonna do, or excuse me, Plex. I don't think Plex was going to do very well with the gaming. That's just too much money to have to spend, and there's too many other cloud-based companies that this cloud-based gaming is going to be big. So do you want to get in with all them big boys? I mean, unless all you're going to do is push low-end stuff. The big boys are all rolling up in that.
But I guess they're thinking of more. You remember like how when it first came out, and I said to you that I bet you that they want to be able to do this so people can share their games.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I still think that, I think that they jumped into that for that reason, to be able to say, hey, let's let a person be able to share their games, whether it be the ROM file or whatever,
Yeah, you got to be
that
careful.
Would be neat. I know you got to be careful, but
I don't know if they
would be pretty neat.
You got to think of what their liability. Would they risk that?
Yeah.
They probably still put their liability all the time with us being able to share movies and TV shows. Still,
Yeah,
right.
they're always going after us.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
if you're,
Because if you're sharing that same file, whether
and it's only with your
the video
friends.
file, right, and it's with your friend, you're over at your friend's house, and you connect to your server so you can, play a game that's on your own machine.
The other thing to keep in mind with gaming, though, in Plex, so you're
Mhm.
talking different OSs and different ways
True.
that they work on different devices. And if you're trying to support gaming, you need to be able to control. You want to be able to control the hardware, like with Amazon. They control the hardware because you're running it off of the gamepad. You're not running it off of whatever device, be it a stick or be it a cube. You're running it off their little gamepad. So that makes it easier for when you're writing gaming. So I just don't think Plex has the money to get into gaming. I think that I just don't see them wanting to invest the money to get the money back.
Right. But I think it was more of a thing of, oh, this is what's happening. Let me put my foot in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it takes investment.
Yeah.
To get rewards, you have to invest.
Right.
Does Plex have enough money and capital to put into that, to invest it? Number one, on the research and development of it before you get it out there, and then where do you recoup your money? Because they already have the movie, TV, the video stuff. That's kind of the music. All that stuff is kind of already self-contained. Right. So when you add that gaming, but
it's just like how I've always been saying for Plex. Oh, I wish that they would be able to do, karaoke files. You know what I mean?
Well, back in the day, not on Plex. Yeah,
not
Plex.
On Plex.
Cody does.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wish it would do that, because that would be we're already having watch parties. Why not have a karaoke party? Using your Plex. That would be great.
So, hey, Trevor. Now, Trevor, did you use the game in Inside Plex? Because I never even installed it. I mean, I had too many other options. I'd have to move my ROMs around. It wasn't just. So I don't know, Trevor. Did you install and play it through the Plex, any of the games? Because I never even messed with it. We have a whole shot asked for a question about Dolby Vision. Now there is a Kodi APK that you can install, and it says it's DV. You'll say Dolby Vision and Dolby Vision Kodi itself. I installed it, found it to be dead slow. I found it to be kind of things didn't run smooth. I installed it beside my normal Kodi, so it was a separate installation. Put some stuff in it. I found it to run really buggy. So I know that there's a version of it out there. I just don't know how well it does. Most of the time, Kodi still struggles with Dolby Vision stuff, from what I've seen. Hopefully maybe that's fixed in 19.4. Not holding out hope for it, because I know that Chuck posted a thing about Kodi said they weren't going to invest in it because to get the codec to play Dolby Vision was crazy expensive to get the licensing. So they're like, we're not even going to bother with that. So, I find that the color is just wrong. Just pick a different. I mean, if you're going to do it's a 4K file and it'll be a Dolby Vision. You just have to suck it up and go with another 4K for right now. So, but yeah, Dolby Vision has not been working as of my last check, and the one that Chuck is talking about, that APK, I didn't find it to work great. I don't have a lot of questions. Oh, I know one of the things, the loop, I misspoke about the loop. It did some changes. What they did is, and it'll be for people that use the loop, the custom icon. Like, so if you're looking at a certain event and it's two teams, you'll actually see the logos. So they're customized thumb images for the games. So that's something that they added. That was what he was showing me earlier, and I just missed it. HDR works. Yeah, HDR works fine. It's just usually if I see that it's a Dolby Vision or D Vision, don't even bother with it. Because majority it's not going to work. Evelyn asked, and it's just installation of Kodi. It was Kodi DV, I think, is part of the name, and somebody created it. It's like 150 megs, zipped.
Okay. Did you? I don't know if last week you talked about with Netflix raising their prices again, but they're doing it again. So I know we just
talked. Yeah, we just talked about that.
But they're doing it again still.
Wow.
There was a thing that I sent to you. Did you happen to see that?
I thought it, but I didn't. Well,
it was again.
I didn't read it. I didn't read it because I thought it was the one that we had just
No, they're doing it. They're
less
doing
a month
it again.
ago.
If you wanted to open up that site,
on.
Hold on. I'll throw it on the side here for you.
Alban be sending me things.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I got to inform everybody that I just send it to them in a text file now because I hate to bombard them with stuff.
There it is. I got it. Got it.
Okay.
I thought that seriously, I could have swore we hadn't talked about that.
Yeah,
less than a month ago.
Right, and they're doing it again. So that's why.
And okay, so
yeah. Ching, 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 ching is what they're thinking in their mind, basically.
Yeah.
So the
that
basic plan. Wait, oh yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm like, man, it's all right, y'all. I got it. Let's see here. I'm like, I'm reading through it.
You're reading through it.
All right, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Yep. So yeah, Netflix is raising its prices again and again. So February 18th. So it's went up $1. $1 for basic, $1.50 for the standard, and $1 for premium. So, wow, yeah, I don't know.
It's crazy.
Just for that alone. So if you're paying for that and you're wanting an ultra high you want 4K.
It's just
so it's cheaper than cable, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, but a lot of people are starting to downgrade their services to get it cheaper because they're paying so much for all these other services too.
Yeah.
And Netflix is the only one that's saying, okay, well, I'll give you 4K. All these other ones aren't doing that to them.
True. Well, this is the 5th price increase for Netflix in the last 2 years. So yeah, seems like turned around and just did it.
They just did it.
Yeah, and we've talked about this a lot. We have Netflix. Blue loves Netflix, and she uses it. And a lot of people do, and a lot of people do it, and they share. They share it with their friends or their family members. So they have a small group of people that they have as their family circle, and sometimes that helps to split the cost. So some people do that. But you're going to need to weigh your options. Like if you're a person that's paying for Netflix and then let's say you're a sports person, so you got ESPN Plus and you're like, oh, I like HBO Max. I got to have that. And you start adding up all these services. Next thing you know, you could be spending, $70, $80 and not, Disney.
Yeah, not blinking.
Think about it. So keep an eye on what you're buying and what you're spending and narrow it down.
Yeah.
So
and you don't even notice it because it's like they're all charging you on different days. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you don't notice it, and you just keep paying it. Not realizing you'll see a $30 come through for one, $30 come through for another. And you're not thinking. If you're thinking, oh, it's the same thing, and meanwhile you're saying, oh, well, I'm paying for, Roku this and Netflix that,
Yeah, you're right. I mean, because I'm looking at, I had Sling years and years ago. We had it, the family wanted it because there were certain channels they wanted working all the time. And so you're looking at, on the low end, $35. They got 2 packages that are $35, or for the bundled is $50. So there again, you could be easily spending that money, splitting it all up. Here's, $50. Now this gives you all your live channels. I mean, a lot of them, your Discovery, your CNN, your A&E, ESPN, ESPN2, if you're paying for certain packages, FX. So Sling TV does give you pretty good quality.
They give you a lot, but it's just like how, like, Roku just announced that they're adding another 33 channels. All these guys are doing this, and they say they'll give you the FX, they'll give you an A&E, and they'll give you, you're getting these channels, but then, you watch it, and it's like, this really isn't FX or this isn't A&E, because what you want to watch is now on the FX, super plan, and or the Discovery Plus, you got to have the subscription. Right, that's what they're doing, and it's just so wrong,
Then one of these days it's gonna be like a house payment. It'd be like, wow.
Well, I mean, how many people were paying for cable? I mean, how many friends and family that when I'm talking to them, and they between their cable and telephone, and they're like, yeah, I'm spending $200 plus. It's like, you're spending what? So that's not unheard of. That some of your family members may be spending $200 just on TV and internet, and paying attention to what you do, you can save money. But
how many
nickel and dime
out there feel that they see a lot more of the people who 5 years ago who would never thought of cutting their cable back are finally cutting them back, because people have been getting fed up, and a lot of people have cut the cord completely and said, well, forget this, I'm not going to pay for any of these channels, and they're just sticking this to streaming.
And that's, you can do it, and you can save money, but I always worry about people. Like you said, you get nickeled and dimed. This is a point. Southern Tech Gal, thank you. It reminded me. I read this today, where Disney Plus is adding a cheaper ad-supported subscription. So again, the HBO did it. I mean, you look at HBO and HBO Max did it. They had their free. That's ad-based, or no, it was cheaper ad-based. Excuse me, cheaper ad-based, or if you didn't want the ads, it was at a higher cost.
So HBO. So you can tell me
HBO Max,
but they're putting.
They have an ad-based. They have an ad-based. It's an ad-based subscription you can get, but it still.
But you just know why it's so funny, right? But you know why that's so funny, because it's HBO. Well, growing up, HBO was okay. There's no commercials for nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was no.
And then now you're gonna do this to people? Man, they make me feel so old. They really do. I really feel like that old guy. What? Back in our day, we never had commercials on HBO.
Well, we definitely didn't have them as long.
We watched Enemy Mine 80 times a week. Yeah.
So I don't know. For people that Disney Plus has become a staple for a lot of people, that they have to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I live with someone
put the kids on
that thinks that we have to have Disney Plus
stuff. Yeah.
Well, even adults, because I have it through my phone service, so I don't. We have it only because I get it for free. I really don't get it for free, but we won't go into all what
Right.
that. But so I get it with my cell phone service, and Blue uses it all the time. She loves Disney Plus. And if I didn't have it through this, she had it. She paid for it that first year it came out. You remember she had to have it. So Disney has become that Netflix thing where everybody's got it, and you can't live without it, because it has adult as well as kid stuff. I mean, because it's got all your Star Trek. It's got, all your Marvel.
And it's got some great content.
Jim is saying that it's not actual HBO, it's HBO Max streaming service.
Max.
Okay, so, but even still, it's HBO home box office. Okay, that's, You know, how does commercials seep their way into that? That's what I can't understand.
Yeah, they got to make their money, baby. Yeah. Oh,
They are.
what the hell? Try clearing my cookies. It don't like that I don't have cookies. So HBO Max. So yeah, it's the streaming service HBO Max, and yeah, so yeah, you get ads with that. So Disney's gonna add some ads. So Hulu's got their cheaper one with ads. I mean, think about it. If you were most streamers that are trying to save money, would they be willing to suck up an ad so that they can save $4 a month? You do that with 4 services, that's $16. You know, so I don't know. I think there more of these ad-based things because they're going to be a lot of these. They want that ad money. They want that extra money.
Did you look at any of that other stuff that I had sent you that you would want to talk about or not?
I looked. I'm holding off on that.
You're holding off. Okay. All right. No problem.
Yeah.
There were a couple of things I thought that you might want to talk about.
I think some of that stuff I looked at last week.
Okay.
So but because there's something I got to go do. I got to go.
Oh, okay.
I got something to do. There he is. That was Jim.
Okay. Is there anything else?
Wow.
Major.
Are we off the show?
No. Don't be swearing.
I said, are we off the show?
No.
Russell says Disney Plus shows buffer a lot. I mean, out there in Hawaii, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Wonder
what kind of speed you get out there in Hawaii? I'd love to know.
It's Ojai, but out there in Hawaii. But yeah, it's Hawaii. I wonder. I would think good.
Yeah, well, it depends. I guess if running that black fiber all the way out there,
I find
the way to go.
Why has it got to be black fiber? I can't be some white fiber.
Because it's the strongest. It's the best.
Why can't be some white fiber, man? Why's it got to be like that? So I will say one of the things with us using Netflix, I find Netflix is not that great on quality. Sometimes it gets pixelated, and we've got good. I haven't rebooted my device.
The movie that you're watching.
Yeah,
because remember we spoke about that.
If it's something that's housed local,
right?
From a server local. But yeah, because we were watching something Hellboy. She had Hellboy on yesterday. It was playing.
Right.
And it drives me crazy. The little pixelations, it's like artful,
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
300 fiber. So he's got some fast internet. That's
okay.
It might be on Disney's side of it because I don't see it buffering too much.
I wonder when we're gonna get our 5 to 2 gig fiber around here. It's due for AT&T and all these other companies.
Yeah,
I pay like $30 for a gig up, and some.
We don't get nothing close to that here.
Yeah. That's Canada. Oh, Canada.
One of the funsters, and we talked, and that you're correct on this. We talked about that when we had that discussion. Netflix changes their quality, and I've seen that numerous times where it's like playing fine, then all of a sudden get pixelated because of traffic or how it's their servers and how they reroute what you're watching from different places, and it lowers and highes the quality depending on your speed. Yeah, I just find it's not great, but I know a lot of people have it.
A lot of people have it.
Charles liked the cable comment. That's when we got Charles excited when we were talking about the black cables growing across the. He liked the comment. So, all right. Hey, Skulls, anything you want to say before we head out?
Had a blast, everyone. Hopefully, you guys all did today. Hopefully, I can come back eventually. When I try to get this thing up and running, that's like, I wonder if there's an app for the phone, because this phone thing's kind of laid out weird. I was like, oh, different stuff. I can't find the screen share. It's like, okay, a deer in a headlights, or whatever you could say that. Like a deer in a
deer in a camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, UFC.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find my thing there for it right now, because there we go. We have the UFC fights this weekend, and hopefully we'll be in the VR. Hopefully,
I will be. I'll be hosting. If not me, Roger, someone will be hosting, as well as other people. We'll be watching the fights on VR through big screen. So if you're an Oculus person, there is some bowling ones, some bowling games. I've tried a couple and they were okay. They weren't my favorite. But I haven't done them all. I've just done a handful.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah, it's. I'm telling you, watching movies and sports on that is probably awesome. So, Stuart, we knew that he was going to be paying attention. Impact Wrestling pay-per-view Saturday night and AEW pay-per-view on Sunday. So, two big wrestling pay-per-views. Mad Titan, Loop, or Crew, or Asgard would be places that you can probably find those items.
There's a Tough Man on Friday and Saturday. Again, also.
Thank you, The Beach. So, we'll be watching. Most likely, we'll be
We're going to be watching Tough Man tonight. You can't beat that, guys. West Virginia, Tough Man. Oh my gosh,
it's fun.
Hilarious. Oh,
it's funny.
It really is. It is hilarious.
I mean, there are some tough guys there, and I guess I'm not trying to belittle, but some of the guys that get up there to fight, it's like.
No, I think just to watch, just for the tattoos alone, you just you can't beat looking at these tattoos. Oh my gosh. It's like, where did they get these tattoo artists from? Well, they do them themselves.
Maybe they're prison tattoos, It's like
no, prison tattoos can't. You couldn't even get away with something like that in prison, making it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, 30 fights and that was another thing is that those fights they know more than the guys, the two or it's women fighting too. So whoever's fighting, when they're done, the next people are walking in the ring.
Already in there. They have them lined up.
It's like you're watching it. It is quick. So sometimes on the Oculus, we'll run split screen, running whatever if there's a MMA, and then running that, and it's fun to watch. It's fun to crack up. Some like I've been saying, some of them are funny. Some of them are funny, and some of them are great. I don't think there's any bare knuckle this week. That was 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, there was.
And it was a good fight. It was a great. You want to look up the replay for that? Really good.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, bare knuckle, pretty good. Right.
Alstar asking about websites. To be honest, I don't like to use direct websites. There's I know Prime. It doesn't PrimeWire still chasing around, and there's numerous websites. Not all of them will allow download, and very few of them will allow downloading from the website for like TV series. And actually viewing it, they're hit and miss. I'd rather use other applications. We've talked about the K app. We talk about Plex. I've talked about Real to Brid, using Real to Brid with different torrent sites. To download that stuff and using a computer, or even your Android device, but viewed or downloaded. Downloading is when not everything offers that. So check into Kodi. Check into if you're wanting to learn about Plex. Look into that. APKs. What's the big one? Cinema HD is real popular for people.
Yeah,
is that the big one? BTV is another big one. Those are APKs, but you're still going to have to get Real to Brid even with those services to work well. You know what I mean? Because if you go and look at any of those over those
If
servers,
anything live, yeah.
those APKs, they just halfway work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so. All right. So anything else? UK Turks. Thank you, Stuart. That's another one.
Yeah,
Classic guy. He's got. You do have to go
Uh-huh.
through with UK Turks. You do have to go through and enable with the pin. So we've talked about that. But that's the downside. But it's great links. So invest a little bit of time to get that great link. So UK Turks is a definite one to be checking out.
Yep.
Alban, was there anything else?
No, I don't know if you spoke about with the Fire Stick. They did something with the with the menu bars.
They changed Fire Stick. They made it a little bit more difficult for you to install it. To install other certain things aren't working on the Fire Sticks right now. I don't use one on a regular. You know, that's not my daily driver, so I haven't actually turned it on. Oh well, it's on, but we're just using it for Netflix. So I hadn't even. There's some applications that are not
customize
working.
the live channel guide.
Oh.
The Fire TV now allows you to customize the live channel guide. So maybe we'll look into it.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. I'll have to look at on mine because I've never used the live feature on that on Netflix.
Oh no,
So,
you
all right.
never used the live one in? Okay.
Not on Amazon. So the movie for the week? What's the movie for the week, bud?
The Medea Homecoming?
Family and Homecoming. Homecoming.
Homecoming.
Turn that off. All right, so we got Medea Homecoming for Player Pass for next week, so be sure to watch that. I posted links to some of my Streaming Matters rooms on Telegram. Join that. I also have a Oculus group that I'm part of, so if you want to join that, so that you can find out when we're having sporting events, like we do a lot of mini golfing at the moment, and we do big screen where we'll watch live events. So check us out. If you've got an Oculus, look me up on Telegram and we'll point you in the right direction for that. And Rojas got his today.
Yeah, I saw.
He got his today.
I'm so happy for him, especially being denied for so long to get it, and he finally gets it. Now I really have to order mine. I do. I know the minute I know the minute I get it,
your addictive personality will kick in.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then no one's gonna see me. The only way anyone will find me is they're gonna say, "Oh, let's go to the Oculus room. That's where we'll find him." I didn't know that guy.
Yeah, I think you'll be all right. You'll be all
right. Everything will be okay.
You'll be all right. What we'll do is, Alban, you're not allowed to use it without a friend. So just like you're not supposed to drink alone, so you cannot Oculus alone.
I can't Oculus by myself.
You can't Oculus alone because that shows that you got a habit. That's why you have an issue when you're drinking alone. That's when you got an issue.
He's taking you to some Oculus meeting like an AA, but it's Oculus.
So we'll check that out. So we'll look for everyone on Telegram. Be sure to watch Player Pass 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Medea Homecoming. Hopefully it's funny. I'm hoping. I know I'll laugh a few times.
Yeah, you'll laugh a few times.
Okay.
I did. I thought it was funny, but I'm a black guy, so hey, I have to laugh.
Oh, I don't know. We'll talk about the have to part off air, so I don't get in trouble with YouTube, because we can go all kinds of wrong with that. So, thanks for everyone watching. We'll see you guys on either in the groups or in one of our live chats.